guys, mixing it up today with an inside out shirt and trauma processing in the morning. I feel like we're in the hospital right now, and this is like group therapy. Isn't it cute? Oh God, I hope you never have to go to the hospital. It's actually not that bad when you're crazy. It is that bad when you're not crazy and like people send you to the hospital anyways. But when you go crazy and then you get sent to the hospital, it's actually kind of like a lot of fun. I'm just saying. Okay, so where did we leave off, guys? Where did we leave off? I don't even remember. I know we were talking about middle school. By the way, time frames are really hard to like get a good grasp on when you're traumatized, so I'm gonna stop trying to give you time frames and just fucking tell you what happened, because time frames aren't really important anyways. You're gonna like jump around a whole bunch in your head when you're thinking about trauma, and I don't think that ever goes away. So I think we were talking about bullying, guys. We were talking about bullying. So I got bullied on the bus, and I told my sister about it. I thought I was lying, though. I thought I was lying. When you are repressed, when you talk to people about your issues, you actually think that you're lying about them. And other people do too. I mean, like, my sister believed that I was being bullied. She believed it. But I didn't believe it. And there were other things that I would tell people that were the truth, and they wouldn't believe them. It's weird, right? It's a weird concept. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, like, usually I was trying to be honest, but people only believe the things that they want to believe, so. Anyways. I mean, I guess this is the same time frame, right? I guess we have to talk about it now, right? Because, like, I skipped over something in the beginning of my story when I told you guys about my dog. My safe space told me that I had my real safe space back, and it was true. I didn't have my dog when I first moved in with my grandma, but by the time my dad moved in, I got my puppy back. Her name was Peanut. She was amazing. And she was my sister's dog first, but then at some point my sister, she says that the dog wanted me more. That the dog liked me more, but that's trauma logic, guys. That's trauma logic. Dogs don't like anyone more. I just took responsibility for the dog, because I wanted a dog, and she didn't want her anymore. So. And I was bullied a lot for liking the dogs. I think I told you about that, didn't I? Okay, so there was a fucking song and everything. Rat nasty, nobody loves you. I'm pretty sure that's how it went anyways. And there was a piano to it and everything. Like, it was horrible. So anyways, the dog came back. My safe space was gone, and I started connecting with my sister. My sister had always made fun of this girl that she went to school with that had like OCD habits, and I tried to like explain to her, you know, that the girl was probably going through a lot. I didn't tell my sister that I had the same OCD habits. I ate my hair, guys. It was weird, and my whole family knew it was weird. They would like find little balls of hair, and because I would spit it out. But then when I got in trouble for that, I started like actually eating it. I know, it's strange, right? Okay, so I tried to explain to my sister that maybe the girl was like picking at her skin because she had, you know, anxiety. or that she would, it was an OCD thing. My sister wasn't having it, and so at some point, the girl went into sex work. My sister and I were friends, and my sister was making fun of her for being a sex worker. And I wasn't cool with the sex shaming stuff. With the slut shaming, I wasn't cool with it. I was like... So I defended her against the slut shaming, and my sister was not having it. She didn't like hearing me defend the other scapegoat. She didn't like it. So she came back with the fact that during the girl's experience, she had shared that she had sex with a dog, and I didn't understand. I was like, what do you mean she had sex with a dog? How is that even, like, possible? I think I laughed about it at the time. I was like, how is that possible? It's not anatomically correct. And she was like, well, she had the dog lick her pussy. So lo and behold, something happened. I don't even know what happened. Maybe nothing happened. I just wanted to understand the other scapegoat. There's an aeroplane. It's loud. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me over the aeroplane? I hope you can hear me. They're trying to drown out my shame. Anyways, lo and behold, I ended up trying the same thing. I'm not fucking sexually attracted to dogs, guys. I swear to God. Like, I just wanted to understand. And it was a horny little thing. It was. My dog and I had a deep connection. Hold on, I'm gonna empty the cigarette thing. We had a deep connection, a deep connection. You know, she had been through a lot of trauma with me, and she was my only friend, you know, the only person I could really trust. And so I ended up abusing her. I did. Okay, so bullying, and then I had my dog lick my pussy. I know it's weird, guys. It's weird. Like, no one wants to tell the internet that, right? But it's not entirely uncommon for trauma victims to go, I mean, how do you even say that? To seek comfort. And especially, you know, if you're hearing another trauma victim being shamed for having that experience and you want to understand, because my sister was really fucking mean about it, dude. And I even, like, I didn't even say anything. I mean, I did. I was like, oh no, that's not right. You're right, that's not right. But let me try it and find out. Guys, I did it like more than once. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with the internet. It's really fucking shameful, right? So anyways, I'm pretty sure oh no, that's not a summary of what happened in middle school. Okay, and then I ended up, there was 2 people in my Spanish class. 7th grade, we didn't really connect. It was 2 girls. And then in 8th grade, we ended up listening to music together and stuff, and I really connected with one of them, and I didn't really connect with the other one that well. I suppose she threatened my psychology. She was doing really well. And she said things about, you know, knowing about my past and stuff, and it made me really uncomfortable. Like, no trauma victim wants to go into a friendship where where people know everything about you, and I didn't realize at the time that, like, everyone knew everything about me. I don't know how everyone knew everything about me. I can speculate that perhaps my grandma told people, which is, you know, is it, like, you can fucking tell the people in charge, but people's parents shouldn't know, you know, like, I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe she was doing the right thing, but it made it really hard on me. Like, yeah, people should be aware, you know, but you should be allowed to build organic relationships with people. I wasn't able to do that. So anyways, it made me really uncomfortable, you know? And I ended up connecting with the other girl instead. Well, more. I connected with the one girl, but I connected with the other girl more. And we became friends, because my original best friend, I told her that I self-harmed, and so she tried it, and her parents were really upset, you know, and we talked a lot about her family dynamic, and I'm not going to go into detail about that because it's not the right thing to do. But when her parents found out, they told her not to be friends with me anymore, and so we couldn't hang out outside of school, and we still hung out inside of school, but then my science teacher, I had really connected with him in 6th grade, and I graded his papers and stuff, and we were really close, and he meant the whole wide world to me. And he ended up going to a funeral and getting shot by his brother. And when my best friend's parents realized that we were still friends, they were upset about it, you know, that they couldn't stop the friendship. And so they told her that basically he had gotten shot because he had connected with me. And it wasn't even weird. Like, everyone in middle school said that he was a pedophile, and I never believed them. And we were really close, and he was never inappropriate with me. If he was going to be inappropriate with a kid, like, it would have been the victim that he had really connected with, right? But he was actually, like, a really good, cool dude. Really kind, and he really watched out for me. He was very protective. It was sweet. But her parents said that he had gotten shot because of me, and she didn't believe it. She said I was crazy, but we didn't really hang out much after that. I mean, we continued to hang out a little bit until the end of middle school, but then, you know, when you switch schools, it's always a good reason to disassociate from your friends in the past. I mean, not, it's just natural, too, I guess, when your friends are traumatized, I suppose. So they said that the science teacher got shot because of me. And I ended up making friends with another girl in my Spanish class, and we really connected, but neither of us really talked about our pasts. She had moved from another state, and we didn't really know each other on a deep level. We just wanted to be friends, right? And so we hung out, and we spent some time together, not a whole bunch of time, and it was really nice. I got to hear her play guitar and sing and stuff. But one night, while we were spending the night, well, actually, I think it was the first night that I spent the night. Yeah, it was. I'd never seen her brothers before. And she opened up to me about how all of her friends always had a crush on her brother, and how it made her really uncomfortable. And so I met her brother, and I actually really, I got a crush, guys. I got a crush. That was inappropriate. No. It wasn't even that inappropriate. I skewed it in my head while I've been processing stuff. It wasn't inappropriate at all. It was actually pretty cute and sweet, right? We held hands under the blanket watching scary movies and stuff. And I could tell it was making her uncomfortable, but I cared, but I had a crush, so I didn't care that much. So anyways, I waited for her to go to sleep, and I snuck upstairs, and I spent the night with him, and we watched infomercials and stuff. Kissed and stuff. It was just really sweet and cute. And we fell asleep together, and he made sure to wake me up so that I could go downstairs and, and I didn't tell her about it. And so we continued to be friends for a little while. We went to church one time, and we went to Busch Gardens one time, and I really liked her brother. We listened to music in the car together. We shared headphones. But he told his sister about what was happening, and I hadn't told her, and she confronted me about it, and she said that it was okay. She said that it was okay, but she thought that I was playing games with him, and that I needed to ask him out. And I didn't understand, because I had instigated everything, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I had made it really clear that I had a crush on him, and so I told her I wasn't going to do that. And so she got really pissed off. We weren't friends anymore. She disassociated from me. And I guess my grandma had reached out and made them aware of my history. I guess because my other friend I told her that I self-harmed and she tried it, and so my grandma just started making all of my friends' parents aware of my history. And I guess that family had a similar past, and so it just wasn't healthy for us to be friends, is what my grandma said. I don't know if, I don't think that anyone else felt that way, but that's what my grandma said. That was her explanation for why the girl didn't want to be my friends anymore. Oh yeah, I slapped some kid at the lunch table too. It was some kid that I had a crush on in middle school. I think it's funny. He was a fucking tool, guys. He was a fucking tool. So I slapped him. I didn't like how he made fun of people. I didn't like it. Everyone thought I was crazy. I mean, he wasn't being that mean. He wasn't. But I just didn't like it. So I slapped him. Aww. And there was a kid that taught me how to get rid of the bubbles in drinks and soda. I don't know why this is important. I just gotta tell you. I gotta tell you what's up. Okay, so, should we talk more about the kids in elementary school? There were a whole bunch of them. No, let's not do it. Let's not do it. There was this one that I really had a crush on, and he was like crazy aware. Kids are like crazy aware when they're kids. I swear to God, like their parents like make them real aware. I was not aware because my parents didn't really communicate with me. And I had this crush, and we went to the fire station one time. And he wanted to be a firefighter. But he knew that I was going to do it right. And we never really made it past the crush phase. I ended up getting sent to the gifted program after that. By the way, guys, if you fucking know that someone's traumatized, don't fucking think that you're just an echo. Because you have the same name as someone, like, all connections are different and special, like, because I had lots of crushes in elementary school. Everyone thought that, like, my crushes later on weren't real. And it's not true. They were real. They were real. So anyways, I went to high school. Went to high school, and a kid from my bus had passed away over the summer. He overdosed. And it was a big thing at school. And I didn't really understand. I didn't think that I knew him. I didn't know that he rode the same bus as me. I didn't pay much attention on the bus. Everyone was really torn up about it. And yeah. So my freshman year I had a journalism class, and I met my best friend. We connected over pasta salad on the bus. And she, talked to me about how upset she was about the kid passing away, and I just didn't really understand. We talked about a lot of stuff. I'm happy that she talked about him a lot, though, because it kind of helps me feel like I knew him. I should have known him. But I didn't. And oh yeah, back to the internet. The internet is important to me, guys. Okay, so after my safe space left, I ended up connecting with another person on the internet who is also like kind of a kid. And he was normal, and he lived in England, and we Skyped and stuff. But when I showed him a song, it made him really upset. He said that it was a trigger song for someone who is identified for being abused. And I didn't understand. And then after that, all of the music that I showed him, even though it was all my music, I downloaded like 18,000 songs, guys.
I see where that is.
No.
I have to go fix some fence.
Okay. So I downloaded like 18,000 songs, guys. Oh, and I started watching a lot of anime. There were kids in middle school that loved anime, and one of them got me into it. She would let me read her mangas and stuff, and they would all go to conventions and stuff together. And I I really wanted to go with them, but they were like a little friend group, and they didn't want to include anyone, especially me. So I ended up just watching anime with my best friend. Not like together, but we would watch it separately and talk about it. The one that disassociated because I got our science teacher shot, guys. I did. I got him shot. No, I did not. No, I did not. So I went through a music phase after my safe space left, and I went through an anime phase. I think it was at the same time. I think I consumed a whole lot of them both at the same time. But anyways, like 18,000 songs. And I, would share some of the stuff that I thought the kid would like, and it would make him really upset.